1st of February, we can't wait to hear what the finance minister will be saying in the budget of 2023. But then, come to think of it, every household on the 1st of every month has their own little budgeting to do. ये आखिर घर का गणित होता कैसे है? And how is this connected to what at a larger scale will be looked at by the finance minister? How do we match the two expectations? And importantly, the voter of the country, importantly, the homemaker of this country, what do they have to say about this budget? Let's go and find out. Hello there.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having us over. Joining us today, by the way, let me tell our audiences also, is Mrs. Rajni Seth. Mrs. Rajni Seth is a teacher by the day and a homemaker by night. और जो मैथमेटिक करनी पड़ती है सिर्फ क्लासरूम में नहीं, वो आफ्टर क्लासरूम घर पे आके बहुत सारी बजट की मैथमेटिक्स करनी पड़ती है, जिसके बारे में आज आपसे बात करेंगे. ऑलराइट. सो फर्स्टली तो हमारे जस्ट फॉर आवर व्यूअर्स आल्सो आई वांट टू नो हु आर इन द हाउस और आपको कितने लोगों की बजटिंग करनी पड़ती है?
घर में हस्बैंड, वाइफ और एक बेटी, हम 3 ही हैं.
हाँ.
बजटिंग तो करनी पड़ती है क्योंकि जो चीज़ें पहले जिस रेट पे थी सब फर्क हो गया, सब चेंज होता जा रहा है. तो अब छोटी छोटी चीज़ों पे बजटिंग ना हो तो बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है.
तो सबकी टेस्ट का भी ध्यान रखना है और बजट का भी ध्यान रखना है और उसको बैलेंस करना है.
ऑब्वियसली.
नाइस. तो आज आप क्या बना रही हैं?
आज मैं हलवा बना रही हूँ.
क्या बात है.
आप लोगों के आने की खबर मिली तो मैंने कहा हलवा बना लिया जाए.
बजट जो तैयारी होती है फाइनेंस मिनिस्ट्री में, उसमें भी जब पूरी तैयारी से पहले, जिस दिन पहला डॉक्यूमेंट लिखा जाता है, उससे पहले भी हलवा बनता है. सो आई थिंक वी आर ऑन टू अ ग्रेट स्टार्ट.
वेरी गुड स्टार्ट. वेरी गुड, वेरी नाइस. सूजी, just one whole, and थोड़ा almost equal ghee.
Lots of ghee.
Almost equal. स्वाद तो इसी से आएगा.
अरे सूजी का हलवा सच अ स्टेपल, सबके घरों में बनता है. ये कब से बना रही हैं आप, घर में कब से चल रहा है, एंड हाउ हैज द रेसिपी आल्सो इवॉल्व्ड ओवर द इयर्स?
देखो, ये चीज़ तो ऐसी होती है ना, शादी के बाद हलवा बना के खिलाओ.
हाँ.
तो बस सीखना वहीं से शुरू हुआ था. शुरू में तो कुछ नहीं आता था, बट ग्रेजुअली धीरे धीरे घर वालों का टेस्ट, जैसा टेस्ट चाहिए वैसी चीज़ बनती चली गई. बस
तब से
बनता
हलवा
जा रहा है.
बनता जा रहा है. जैसे आप मुझे कंपैरिजन दीजिए कुछ सालों पहले तक वर्सेस नाउ. हाउ आर यू सीइंग लाइक द बजट और द प्राइसेस ऑफ दीज कमोडिटीज चेंज एट लीस्ट?
जो चीज़ें हम आज से 5 साल पहले अराउंड 500 में 700 में ले आते थे, वो अब एटलीस्ट 1500 तक तो चला गया. ऑलमोस्ट डबल हो गया. वेजिटेबल्स जो हमारा वीक का बनता था 1500 1200 ऐसे, वो ऑलमोस्ट आ गया 2000 प्लस पे, जिसमें फिर अगर फ्रूट्स हैं तो फ्रूट्स हमको सेपरेटली लेना पड़ता है. तो फ्रूट्स एंड वेजिटेबल्स दोनों मिला करके मंथ का अगर हम काउंट करें तो वो 5-6,000 क्रॉस कर जाता है.
Let me help you a little bit over here.
बिल्कुल जितना सूजी लिया उतना ही शुगर लिया.
हाँ.
उसका 3 टाइम्स पानी.
Wow.
बस.
So I saw you light the gas and that got me thinking on the prices of gas. Because gas के prices बहुत frequently change होते हैं.
चेंज हुए हैं.
Of late there has been a huge मुहिम जिसे बोलते हैं, started by the Prime Minister, कि आप अपनी subsidies give up करें, insure करें. तो आप लोगों ने firstly did you let go of your subsidy, if you can share
Yes,
that?
yes.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. And how did that impact prices?
देखो, प्राइस की तो जो बात है, सब्सिडी तो दिया लेकिन चल रहा है. क्योंकि उसके बिना काम तो चलना नहीं.
तो जब ऐसे जैसे दाम वगैरह बढ़ जाते हैं तो आप किस चीज़ में एडजस्टमेंट करते हैं?
ऑब्वियसली कहीं वेजिटेबल्स में कट कर देंगे तो दालें वगैरह ज़्यादा ले लेंगे. ऐसे कर लेते हैं. ऐसे ही बैलेंस होता है. थोड़ा फ्रूट्स कहीं कट हो जाते हैं, कभी जो हमारे ऊपर के क्लोथिंग एंड ये सब इस पे कहीं कट लग जाते हैं. तो कहीं जो मैंडेटरी है वो तो करना ही है. चलो अब इसमें पानी डालते हैं. बस थोड़े से काजू और किशमिश. बस 5 मिनट में हलवा तैयार.
Okay, so now water has been added and this is getting out of my competence level, so you better take over.
घबराते क्यों? हलवा तो यूं ही तैयार हो गया। और इसके ऊपर थोड़ी सी इलायची डालते हैं सो दैट फ्लेवर आ जाएगा इलायची का। हलवा हो गया तैयार, राइट? चलो भाई
Okay,
हलवा
then.
खाते हैं।
हलवा बन गया, भोग लग गया, and now all we have to do is eat.
यस।
So we have Mr. Sunil Seth also with us. The day has ended. You've come back home to some.
Actually, my time starts now.
Okay.
I am working as a financial advisor.
Right.
So my purpose is that each and every household, lady and gents, should manage their budgets properly, and I guide them for that basically. That's
So
basically.
give me. So you are clearly a champion at trying to understand how to budget your, generally your monthly expenses, how to sort of take out money and ensure that you're saving enough as well for
You see,
your
what-
insurance.
yeah.
But what I'm trying to understand is, has something changed? Like, give me a perspective here.
I'm telling you.
Now compared to say 2 years, 3 years ago.
You see, a lot of changes have come after COVID. The premium has gone up tremendously. Now, what I guide people that it is very difficult to take out, say, 20,000 rupees a month from your expenses. You do one thing: you reduce your expenses and try to save some money through insurance, because insurance gives you two advantages. Number one is that you are secured, your family is secured. If anything happens, which we have seen in the period of COVID,
Yeah.
any mishap can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
So you have a security, and after say 10 years or 20 years down the line, once you get the returns, the total returns are tax-free returns.
This is sound advice, but the question is, how do you take so much money out, and how do you cut down
You
on
see,
expenses?
I tell you-
Clearly, halwas cannot be made every day.
No, I can tell you.
No doubt.
No
I,
doubt
I,
about
tell,
that.
I tell you, Sonal, I prefer. For me, I walk down. Nearby the Mother Dairy booth is there. I walk down, bring the tea and milk and bread and whatever it is. At least I am saving 30-40 rupees per day on that. 30-40 rupees means what? More than 1,000 rupees I have saved from this. Just
Yeah.
going out and bringing, and that keeps me healthy as well.
That, my friends, is the first tip of budgeting that we've picked up from the Seth household. How to cut down on expenses, how to also not perhaps let go of personal comforts overall, but try and
Try and
trim
adjust
it down,
Yeah.
down a little bit.
Correct.
And every penny saved is a penny earned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, very
Yeah.
true. We are planning for my daughter's marriage.
Oh,
And
congratulations.
thank you. And the budget has overshooted somewhere around 15 to 20 lakh rupees. Whatever we had
Wow.
expected, and because of the changes which have come in last 4-5 years, almost 20 to 25 lakh rupees, we have exceeded that.
Yeah, so that's interesting. So you're saying that the budget you had in mind for your daughter's wedding has gone up several folds thanks to inflation and thanks to COVID now.
Yes, I had some mutual funds and other things where the market
But
was
you
high.
had to
so-
liquidate. Yeah, yeah.
So these are part and parts, because I cannot compromise on my daughter's wedding expenses, whatever it is. Maybe
Yeah.
20 lakh, 30 lakh, 50 lakhs more, it hardly matters, because that is one lifetime achievement
yes,
for me.
yes.
So we are happy, we are going on well, and the marriage
Well,
is
that
on
gives me an
20.
idea for another great video. We should do one on budget, on wedding hacks also, on how exactly
can
to
do.
ensure
Yes.
that कैसे budget पे weddings करी जाएं, क्योंकि COVID के बाद weddings भी इतनी
बहुत
extravagant हो गई,
extravagant.
expenses बहुत सारे.
I tell you, there is not a single restaurant or the banquet hall in Noida who is less than 3,000 rupees per plate, which is not a small amount.
Wow.
And
3,000 rupees a plate.
And that
A plate.
exceeding the budget like anything.
Yeah, 3,000 rupees a plate, and cut to that, a typical UP wedding
Yeah.
would have how
Yeah.
many people?
Yeah, 600.
Your only daughter, right?
Yeah, only
So
daughter.
you're going to call everyone. You're going to ensure all.
Everybody is waiting for this
I am
marriage.
trying to cut down the list, but I am not able to.
That budgeting you can't do seriously.
Yes. So
Yeah.
that is exceeding. No problem.
अच्छा मैं एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ हाउस बजट की बात करना चाहती हूँ जो है रियल एस्टेट रेंटल्स हम बहुत सारे ट्रेंड्स देख रहे हैं स्पेशली दिल्ली एनसीआर इनफैक्ट ऑल ओवर मेट्रोज में काफ़ी बढ़ गए हैं नोएडा में अभी क्या सीन चल रहा है रियल एस्टेट का
Noida is very difficult to buy a house because यहाँ पे floor wise selling नहीं है like in Delhi or Gurgaon. So here you have to buy the entire property which everyone cannot buy that. Like this house which I am sitting, this is costing somewhere around 6 crores. I can't afford. But I am living in a big house with some little bit of rental money. If this much of amount I keep it in bank, I get better returns, better interest, and I am paying this rent. And I am enjoying it. So going at good place, yes, it is not my house.
Yeah.
But it hardly matters to me.
Yeah.
After all, लेके तो जाना नहीं है. जाएगा तो यहीं पे सब.
एक बात और है, जब बजट हमारा था कि हम 25 तक का घर ले लेंगे, तब शायद मैनेज नहीं हो पाया. धीरे धीरे हाँ टारगेट था. धीरे धीरे टारगेट बढ़ाया, आगे बढ़े, दोनों मिलके लगे हुए हैं. आफ्टर रिटायरमेंट ही इज ऑल्सो डूइंग समथिंग एंड आई एम इन द टीचिंग. दोनों लगे हैं. बट स्टिल आज अगर हम 60 का भी घर लेना चाहते हैं, 60 lakhs का, तो आज जो घर हमें चाहिए 3 bedroom एटलीस्ट तो चाहिए, वो 1 करोड़ से कम ही नहीं है. तो जो सोचा था कि शायद वो कहीं बजट में आ जाएगा, वो शायद कोविड के बाद बहुत बढ़ गया.
I know. This is a tough one. No, but I often when I think about budgeting and like we were discussing that it is such a tough thing for a family to do. Imagine on a country level what must be going on in the mind of the finance minister. And this budget is also very important because after COVID, this is the first one which is perhaps setting up a new normal, right? This is the budget which is coming at a time when there is an economic crisis. We don't know. Crisis might be a harsh word, but there is an economic turmoil of sorts that is taking over all over the world. India is, of course, ऐसा कोई हटके इंडिया का केस नहीं है. बट इंडिया इज रिलेटिवली इन अ बेटर स्पेस, बट देयर इज स्टिल अ लॉट ऑफ अनसर्टेनिटी. आप हर दिन पढ़ते रहते हैं, कभी ले ऑफ्स हो रहे हैं, कभी फिर इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ गया, स्टॉक प्राइजेस जो एकदम रॉकेट कर रहे थे सडनली यू आर वंडरिंग व्हाट्स हैपनिंग टू दैट. Currencies have crashed. A lot is happening. If you had to ask, if the finance minister is watching Rajni Seth and Sunil Seth right now, what is the Seth household hoping to hear from her come the 1st of February?
देखो मेरी रिक्वेस्ट तो यही है, कम से कम पेट्रोल में कुछ रेट कम होंगे, गैस में कम होंगे, तो हमारे घर का बजट बहुत आसान हो जाएगा. क्योंकि यही एक चीज़ है जो बढ़ता है तो ऑलमोस्ट हर चीज़ डिस्टर्ब हो जाती है. थोड़ी सी यहीं पे रिक्वेस्ट मेरी है कि इस पे ज़रूर ध्यान दिया जाए बजट में.
The only thing is that they should control the expenses which are growing day by day.
Inflation,
like
you mean?
Inflation, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see how they want to do it because they have to do it on the large scale. For the entire country, these things have to be done. It's not easy, I know that. But still, there are some steps which can be taken. And yes, one thing has happened for last, say, 5 years, 6 years. Now we are 4 people. My son is there in Bangalore. So all 4 are working. That's why we are able to pull on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been difficult when I was only the earning member and other 3 were there with me.
Right.
Things have changed. And if everyone puts in some sort of efforts, household goods are being used and things will change for the country.
All right. On that note, it's been lovely. Thank you so much for speaking to
I would like
us.
to share with you that 1st February is her birthday also. So it will be a great pleasure for us to receive something from the finance minister.
So, on that note, thank you so much for that lovely conversation. This really, really tasty halwa and for really helping us understand what it means perhaps to run a household budget and how much things have changed over the past couple of years. Like I said, this year's budget is going to be more crucial than perhaps we've seen in a really long time. What is this new normal that will be unrolled? how exactly is the finance minister thinking? But at least if she's thinking about the voter base, if she's thinking about people in metros, middle class, hard-working, tax-paying citizens of the country, then there are two things that dominate their mind. It's price rise and it's inflation. If there are two things that really people want to get a grip on and perhaps expect a bit of a birthday gift, in Rajni's case over here, it's going to be a cut down and perhaps a little leeway over there. Well, what happens on 1st of February, we'll have to wait to hear from the finance minister herself. You can hear all that, much more on Money Control. For now, this is Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor with the team, signing off.